Hello, everybody. It's January 4th. The year is 2020. Today, we got a TTM. We got our trivia, of course. And I have something in from eBay that is already helping me fulfill one of my goals for this year. You heard, well, first off, did you notice the holiday back here? You've heard me complain about my local Walmart not carrying cards, which they don't. But I found myself in Bellingham today to do an errand and stopped by the Walmart up there. Most everything they had was Pokemon, and they had a few basketball cards and one baseball product total. So I got the last holiday box in at least 2 counties, probably more. So I'm not doing that right now. Probably save that for like a slow day or when I get bored or something. So happy to get that. Anyway, this, when we open it, you'll see one of my goals was to continue to add to my Hall of Fame. Did I say Hall of Fame? Hall of Fame slab collection. And let's talk about it in a minute here. First, our trivia. In 1997, which National League umpire died of a heart attack on opening day? Yikes. I was already a big baseball fan in 1997, and I remember that well. I even remember, like, the clip, I remember it well. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's do the TTM first. I don't know who this is. I know that it was sent on December 10th because that was the only day that I had the Santa stamp. The top part of this envelope, I just threw 15 feet across the envelope. So we have Mr. Don Robinson, an 86 Fleer. Sorry, that's so low. And a 92 Pinnacle. So we can add to our giveaway stack because I put this 86 Fleer in just for you guys. That turned out really nice. Nice blue, nice big signature, no smears. You can kind of tell it starts with a D. Mr. Robinson's a great TTM signer. And he's always, he'll do multiples. I think he'll do up to 3 or 4 if you want to send that many. We're gonna run out of room. So the next thing, very important. So this is sort of like right place, right time sort of thing, because I had made my resolutions or my goals video, and on Christmas Day you saw me show off a ball because it was this person's birthday on Christmas Day, and he just got into my brain. Let's check it out. Mr. Richard Henley Henderson, or Rickey Henley Henderson. So yeah, I was showing my ball that I got. It was a birthday gift to me on Rickey's birthday, December 25th. And given that I wanted to add to my Hall of Fame slabs, and given that I had just got some money for Christmas, I just pulled up PSA DNA on eBay, and I found this thing for $58. Threw up a $50 offer on it, and was immediately accepted. So by the time I shipped it and paid taxes, it was like $57. Not the base card. It's the base highlight card from 85. Donruss. If you want a Rickey, you're probably going to want him in a Yankee or an A's uniform because that's who he's most heavily associated with. But this is a nice graph. It's an older autograph. The N doesn't tail off. It hooks around. And his older autographs are a little less compact. They kind of take up more space top to bottom, if that makes sense. This autograph, from what I can tell, is at least 20 years old, if not older. So very happy to get that. And now I have him on a ball and a card. One thing I noticed when I was looking up auctions for Rickey, even as recently as 2 years ago, you couldn't touch a Rickey autograph for under $100. But he has been signing more in certified products. He's been doing a little bit more. He's been doing more shows and things like that. And now you can find a dozen things that are listed as buy it nows for under $100. And of course, obviously, if you have a rookie, it's going to be a lot more, or a higher end certified product, or a low numbered something, what have you. Anyway, you get the idea. He's come down a little bit in price, so making him more affordable for the average Joe like me. And real happy to add. That's the first Hall of Fame slab added this year. And I'll update my spreadsheet on like I said, I'm keeping track of my top 10s or what have you for this year, so I can do a cool video like a lot of you guys did. In 1997, which National League umpire died of a heart attack on opening day. If you would like to pause the video now and just enter the name below, and you won't win anything, but you can feel real smart because you knew it was John McSherry. The one thing I remember most about this, unfortunately, was a couple of years after this event when Marge Schott, owner of the Reds, kind of got in trouble for a lot of the racist stuff she was saying and doing. SI did a story on her, and it came out that because this was opening day a couple of years prior, of course, she had gotten flowers from people as just sort of, congratulations on starting another season or what have you. And she re-gifted those flowers to either John McSherry's widow or his memorial or what have you that was going on at the hospital. And that's just horrible. But unfortunately, that's what I think of. Just another little story from my memory banks. But John McSherry, he collapsed on the field. I want to say right before the first pitch. And by the time they got him to the hospital, he was gone, unfortunately. So he did inspire several umpires at the time to lose some weight because he was a very big man. And I remember Eric Gregg was someone that took off probably 100 pounds. He was buddies with McSherry and was pretty upset. And Gregg was a big guy himself. He's probably 350 pounds at least. So some good came from it. And we got to do a little trivia here. We got our first HOF slab, TTM from Don Robinson. And eventually I'll break the holiday box. That's my last 2019 product I'll be buying. Saving up a little bit for 2020, although I won't go heavy on the tops because I don't like the design. But that's it for today. I hope your weekend went well. If your football team's still alive like mine, I hope they win as long as they're not playing the Seahawks. And we'll see you on Monday.